Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Jenny. I'm from jennycarddesigns. Thanks so much for joining me today. My YouTube channel contains content that is intended to share paper crafting tutorials and inspiration with all of you. I hope that you enjoy. In today's video, I have an oh so fun, simple and easy card that I've created using the jennycarddesigns Doodled Autumn stamp set. I love the intricate designs in this set with the leaves and the flowers and the sentiments. It's just all around a stamp set that I have nothing like in my stash. I don't know about you, but I have so many stamp sets that I've purchased that I haven't used, and I wanted to get back to basics and do some stamping today. So I have an acrylic block here, and I'm grabbing one of those intricate leaves, and I've popped it onto my acrylic block, and I'm just rubbing away the manufacturing residue, just using my hand to do that. And then I'm going to grab some ink pads. I've got jennycarddesigns Key Lime ink here, and I'm just going to ink up my stamp and test it out on a piece of cardstock. I just want to make sure that I get a good stamped impression and that it's going to look nice when I start stamping. So I like the way that looks. And now I've got another ink color here. This is jennycarddesigns Sea Glass ink. So I've got two different leaves and two acrylic blocks, and I'm just going to start stamping a background pattern. I'm going to ink up my stamps nice and good and then place them down just randomly on my cardstock, making sure that I apply good, firm, even pressure and give my stamps a second to transfer that ink onto the paper. So I'm just going to whip through this here and stamp all around, just filling in this pattern. I have no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing. I'm just kind of stamping and having a little bit of fun making a cute little background. And I did make a mistake. I wasn't happy with it. I flipped it over and started over again. And the key, I think, to stamping a background pattern is starting in the center. Start in the center and work your way out. And that's why I have both of my stamps out, so that I can kind of make sure that I get an even amount of both colors and fill in my background nicely. And I'm twisting and turning my stamp and stamping it off the page and just giving it a more natural look. So there was one image where I didn't get it stamped perfectly. I didn't ink it up enough, and I thought I was going to be brave and try to get over top of that and double stamp it. But I chickened out, and I thought, well, I can just use my sentiment to cover up that little shallow spot of ink. So I didn't do it. I just left it. Now I'm going to turn this background into a card. So I've got some heavyweight black cardstock, and I've just adhered this panel down to a piece of black cardstock, and I'm going to trim it out. And then I'm going to pop this into my MISTI. This is a great tool to have for stampers, and if you've come this far and you like your background and you don't want to mess it up, then pull out the MISTI for this one. So I've got the word thanks from that stamp set lined up on the door of my MISTI, and I'm going to ink it up with VersaFine Onyx Black ink. And I noticed there was a couple of spots where the ink didn't transfer perfectly, and rather than risk messing it up, I just grabbed a little black fine liner pen and I just kind of went over those little shallow spots to fill it in, and then it's perfect. So you can't even tell that I missed any of those areas. And the next thing I wanted to do to step up this sentiment is just to trace around it with a silver glitter pen. This is just going to help make that image pop. It gives a little bit of sparkle and sort of defines the letters against the background. And I think it just elevates the sentiment. Because it's so simple and clean and it's a flat card, I wanted to give it that little bit of pop and texture. For the other part of my sentiment, I grabbed the word heartfelt, and I thought it would fit perfectly in between that word thanks. So I lined that up on my block and I stamped that down, and it was perfect. And now I'm going to adhere this to an A2 size top folding card base. This is a heavy base weight white cardstock. And then I'm going to use some jennycarddesigns little gems here. I think these are like dewdrops or water droplets or something like that. I'll leave it linked in the description box down below. So I just use that to embellish the card just a little bit more, and that's it. I didn't want to do anything else to this card. It's clean and simple, and it has those few little elements like the sparkle and the embellishment to help create that little pop. And I love the way that looks. So that's it. Here's a close-up look at my super duper quick card project. I really enjoyed getting back to stamping. We get so involved with the shopping and buying of the new products and we forget to use them. So instead of buying a new stamp set today, take a look through your stash and see if you have any stamps that you haven't used before. And I encourage you to pull them out and use them. Take them for a test run. Alright, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend it here with me. I appreciate the support as always. Coming up on screen is a video I think you may enjoy. Have yourself a lovely day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!